said I would never go inside the polls.
Never. I've been doing it for 2 years.
And they also said you grab ballots, touch the original ballots. Same with the Republicans are up here.
Wait a minute. What ballots you talking about?
They're probably the same grab original ballots.
This is the only thing I have.
Mm-hmm.
And the person who have ballots is the election judge. What time did you give me this one? What is it?
Just for the record, they're not allowed to be handing out Hillary material inside the office. They're handing out Hillary material inside, right in front of us.
Gas cans and things?
That's actually going to come out, you know.
I know that I have even company. Hi. How doing?
All right, how are you?
This is personal. Person don't like me, don't care for me.
Andrea. I'm gonna get your stuff because my nurse is there. I got to run to check my pressure.
Thank you, I can.
Oh, Andrea. I got to get around to my nurse. I don't want to be rude.
So he's got electioneering materials inside the poll there, right?
I'm sorry?
So he's got Hillary materials that he's handing out inside the polls?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Well, there's a huge stack of them on the table and in his hand.
Okay. I haven't seen him handing anything out in there. I mean, if he has them in his hand,
Yeah, they can't be in there. It's got to be 10 feet from the furthest entrance right here.
is it 10 feet from here or is it 10 feet
From the outer entrance. So, I mean, they can't be in there, you know? I mean, I don't know. Are you with him, or are you just reporting, or?
I am a Democratic poll watcher.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you're up on all the rules and everything.
I had some that
Are these electioneering materials right here? Is this? What are these?
What does it say on this, sir?
It says official Democratic ballot, push button number 1. Is that, so what, is this like material for the candidates?
For people to use.
Okay, because this can't be in here.
10 feet away from the machine.
It's from the outer door.
No one ever saw that status. I was 10 feet away from the machine.
If you look up the law, it says from the outer door. So we could just move it outside. That'll probably be okay, just to be in compliance with the law. If that's all right with you.
Excuse me?
If that's all right with you, we'll just move it outside.
You can move it out there.
Yeah, and you've got some in your hand there too. Okay, well, I'll just take those and move them outside then. And you wouldn't be handing these out in here, right? Because that'd be completely illegal. I mean, we wouldn't want to break the law, right? Hey man, I'm just looking out for you. Put them right out. If anybody wants them, they could see them. Right there. Okay? Right there. So you saw that guy's reaction. You saw how upset he got when I called him out. You saw the way that he very flippantly threw them over the side at me. He tried, like, as if I didn't already have him on tape. He knew he was busted. He knew he was breaking the law. He totally knew about it. And we caught him. We caught him red-handed. He threw his hands in the air. So the 100 feet thing, I see a couple people mentioning that. The 100-foot thing has to do with, the 100-foot thing has to do with police officers. Police officers have to be 100 feet out unless there is an incident reported, then they have to come in. So, sir, do you need a hand? Or do you want to, they have a ramp here, if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, do you want to?
I didn't see that.
Well, here, I can.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, let me get this down for you.
All right.
There you go.
Thank you.
There, you good?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
good.
yeah.
I gotta walk a half mile to my car.
Okay, well, yeah, as long as you're good, sir. All right. So yeah. The issue there being the guy clearly knew that he was breaking the law. He clearly knew what the situation was, and he had anything to do with it. So, yeah, in Pennsylvania, it's 10 feet from the outer door. It's state law, so every state runs their own elections, and that is how you do it. That is how you take care of this stuff. So we caught them. We completely caught them red-handed, and I asked a few people about it. They didn't want to talk about it. They threw the stuff. So yeah, I went and asked the guy inside if he had electioneering materials, and he threw them over his shoulder. He said,
Did you get it on tape?
Yeah, I have it on tape.
Yes.
I'm live. And he's like, I don't got anything. And I'm like, what's all this?
Did Mr.
Well,
Watcher talk to you?
I went and asked him about it, and he was like, I don't know. I don't got anything to say to you.
Tell him to tell the truth, like he told me.
And I didn't even say like anything Trump or Republican. I just said like, what's going on? Like, what's the deal? And I asked if he had, electioneering materials in there, and he said, I don't think so. I'm like, well, let's go take a look.
Yeah, his words were, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
That's what he said.
Oh, he said, I wouldn't. You know, it's always...
I asked, why did you allow it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Don't you know, isn't it funny how, like, him and, like, Hillary and all these people, they always have these, like, perfectly trained legal answers?
Yeah.
Like, I don't recall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
He's got a book.
I would, I this, I that.
I'm not going to provide any information.
Busted. Busted. So you're doing that, but you'll allow spirit cooking, but you won't allow Republicans, huh? Is that how that goes? So yeah, he's busted by a little citizen journalism. That's all that took. So we'll stick with this live for a little bit, see if anything else is going down. If not, we could, we could see. We could see what we see. What's interesting is actually there's nobody out here outside the poll, like handing out stuff or doing anything. There's one yard sign, that Dwight Evans, and then other than that, there's nothing else going on, nothing whatsoever.
That's the end of American democracy. Seriously, we've been in touch with them since 6 a.m. on all of these issues. We're responding on social media.
Fun day. Yep, some sparks flying.
Are you the Albert? On the phone.
Mm-hmm. Prince Albert.
So the stack was within 8 feet of the door.
It's from this door.
Oh, okay. I thought from the door of the
Furthest
room.
external door.
Okay.
Polling place system. That does not mean
Yeah.
that there's massive voter fraud.
Or the outermost door to the polling place. So like the way the example they used to use was like if it's a school cafeteria, it's not the cafeteria
Not the
doors,
cafeteria doors.
it's the school doors
Okay.
allowing access to the building. So same deal. If you've got church, then it's not the inner door, it's the thing. And, you know, there's some times where people may, you know, have a legitimate, you know, make a mistake with the reading. I mean, I understand that, you know. Well, that's fair.
It's when it gets egregious. That's
Yeah.
like a lot of.
Yeah, well, I remember there were issues, you know, and there were issues in, you know, some polling places back 2008. You think you're an Obama campaign office, like, big mural posted up on the wall and everything.
Certainly.
Oh, look at him picking 'em up.
plenty of
Look at him
national
picking 'em up.
attention, But it's invigorating nonetheless. Sorry, I apologize. Or Albert Eisenberg.
Hashtag when you get busted.
In person. How's it going?
Pick him up. Pick him up. 52 pickup.
Check out this
52 pickup. See, where are we? We're in Winfield, 54th and Winfield, Philadelphia, West Philadelphia. 54th and Winfield, West Philadelphia. That's where we are right now.
I'm good. Albert said that you might keep my tape recorder going if you don't mind, okay? A little slow. All right, can I get your name?
Brittany Foreman,
Can you spell that for me?
Brittaney.
A-N-E-Y?
Yes.
How do you spell
Hi.
that name?
Foreman.
Wanted to update you on ongoing.
I'm a poll watcher for the Republicans.
He's the one that I said, you're allowing us to happen. I
And
said,
what have you seen?
He doesn't look too happy.
this is
The voter intimidation, the worker intimidation has upset me
Is that happening outside or inside?
inside.
So when you say everything you're talking about happened inside.
Yes.
Tell me what you saw happen inside.
I saw him
Yes.
try to intimidate another Republican worker.
Yeah, there's a second reporter. I'm not
Poll
sure.
watcher. She was working with us also. I was working in the 15th. She was working in the 19th. And when I instructed her that if she feels bullied, that she should call that number, he told me I shouldn't have told her that.
What was he doing to her?
He was trying to put her out.
Like get her out of the building?
Building.
And what was his argument?
GOP poll watchers.
That she wasn't supposed to be there.
Second reporter.
That she wasn't.
Supposed to be there.
Who was the man who tried to get her out?
A whole bunch of
Mr. John
GOP
Bush
types are.
And Miss Louise Bishop.
Actually, it was a
Louise Bishop? Yeah. Oh, not Louise Bishop. Louise Malls. I always say Bishop for some reason. Louise Malls.
Fox News picked it up already, just so you know.
M-O-S-S.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I was supposed to call this.
And she is the judge
No, they hit
in
me
the
up.
19th division.
I don't know, it's just their
Mr.
official
Bush is
account.
a committee person.
So your fellow poll watcher was trying to be pushed out. You told her she should call, and then what happened?
And I also
This guy in the green shirt is the
contacted my
Democrat,
father,
and he knows he's been
who's a
busted,
board
and he's just
leader,
walking around, he's so
and
upset.
I put him on speakerphone, and he told the judge that she would have to sit.
He's like, oh no, I just got cut.
They had to sit her, and she didn't have to leave.
And then was she able to sit?
Yes, but not until after. And after he told her this, and I was telling her, you feel like they're going to do anything else till you call that number because they can't make you leave. He says to me, oh, you can't tell her that. Don't tell her that. I told him, I turned around, I said, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. And if she feels bullied, she has every right to call that number.
Right. And so what time did this all happen?
This happened at like 7 in the morning. That's when it started.
What else have you seen in there that doesn't
I've
show you?
seen him hand out election
This
material.
is that same gentleman,
Yes,
Mr. Bush?
Mr. Bush handed out election material inside the election with the machines and the books and everything while the people were in line getting ready to sign the book so they could go vote. He gave them Democratic election material. He walked up and down and he made sure people knew if they were Democrat or Republican. He was steering them towards machines. He was steering them in the lines, and he was blatantly saying, "You're a Democrat. You're a Republican."
And why do you think he was doing that?
To intimidate them, to shame them.
To shame them for being Republican?
Yes.
Why do you think that would possibly be effective?
Because in this black neighborhood, it's considered, if you're a Republican, like you're a traitor to your race. How can you be a Republican and be black?
Do you think the machine had something weird going on? That he was scaring them for a
Yes,
specific
I've
machine?
actually seen him with older people go in and start to assist them on the voting process, and he's not allowed to do that.
So, you guys called her?
No, I called my father. My father instructed to call his assistant board leader. He's assistant to Michael Nutter, who's the Democratic board leader in this division. He told me that he was not allowed to be in there. Once I informed my father what the board leader, the assistant board leader stated to me, he told me to call the number downtown.
And then what happened?
And then I had the lawyer come out and another poll watcher come out and also witness this.
So the lawyer, you mean from the ADA's office?
And they also falsified documents, poll watcher certificates.
The same guy?
The judge, Louise Bishop, falsified a poll watcher certificate for John Bush.
So did the ADA catch this?
The ADA did catch it, but by the time he didn't actually witness them falsify it, when he came in, he did not have a poll watcher certificate. The assistant Democratic board leader, Steve, told me that he did not have a poll watcher certificate. He was not allowed to be in the polling place inside the election, and he told him that. When we approached